Alright, something's just been brought to my attention that I was not aware of. So I'm going to be looking into this. Now, apparently Ron's history isn't so pretty himself. Now, I'm here trying to get justice for these victims and support women that don't have the courage or the voice. And I'm not really here for any bullshit or hypocritical behavior. I really don't tolerate that shit at all. So, listen, I'm a busy woman and I've been so busy all week and today, so I will get round to getting into this. I'm going to look into this stuff. This lady was kind enough to put in me comments, and I really appreciate it for you coming forward. And anybody else, if there's anything on my channel that you happen to know something about that it hasn't got to me, please feel free to leave a comment. You know, I won't take it funny. Like you say, I'm open. If you can bring evidence to the table, then I'm open to look at that too. So what I will be doing is I'm going to take that video down as a precaution that I put up earlier today, because if this man does have a bad history, it's not fair for me to be having that on my channel as well. So what I will do is I will just do my own thing of breaking down DARKBOT.db.EXE.VINDICATION profile myself. Listen, I don't know what the hell is going on YouTube, but some of these things are really starting to absolutely disturb me now. Right, I have to be honest, I'm actually so shocked by what I've just watched. I have to be completely fucking honest. I have to, and I'm a little bit baffled because you can't throw stones when you live in glass houses. I'm sorry, but you can't. Like, you just can't. And this woman is saying that she feels she's a victim, like she's struggling, she's gone through whatever. You don't get the right to tell somebody, right, how they feel or how a situation made them feel. I'm sorry, but you don't.
I'm not telling her how she feels. I'm calling her a fucking liar. You're being sucked in, and you're telling me, right, that from a channel that is trying to expose people, your due diligence is listening to one side of a story. And don't be used to spread this false narrative. I see my children all the time. I had a mental breakdown last year in the street that resulted in me not being able to see my children for a while. That is all being resolved now. You are being spoon-fed bullshit from a comment section. Take the time to do due diligence. Go to both sides of a story. Creepchild is happy to exist, creating or destroying. It makes no difference to her. And this is the man you want to promote on your channel. Listen, both videos are going to come down. To the people that asked and wanted me to break down the DARKBOT behavior, I will do that by myself. I will do that. Just give me a couple of days. But I have to be, I'm a real one. I have to be honest. I want nothing to do with this kind of stuff at all. No, not at all.
I'm sorry that we have to go over this again. But the way the internet works is when you have enemies, and when you do a job like I do, and they remove your channels, they remove the work and everything else you've done, along with your opinions and your sides of a story. In 2019, when my original Surviving Life channel blew up, it was at a time in my life when my mental state was fragmented. I spent that year fueled by ego, fueled by foolishness. There is not a rule book to learn how to be a YouTuber, and I have to say, I failed a lot of people by letting my ego get out of control. I was not intelligent enough at that point to realize the mistakes I was making. For this, I am sorry. But I will not tolerate those who spread lies about me. I will not tolerate those who choose to talk about my family and children. You want to talk about TakeDownMan, Sarah? This man is a predator who has for years shown dangerous displays of abusive behavior towards women. I challenge you to find a single message from me where I promote abuse towards women. I am not someone who takes pleasure in seeing someone suffer. Unlike those I was involved with. So you want to sit there and judge me because the internet wants to take the sides of a woman without doing due diligence. This is a dangerous format. You weaken the stories of real survivors, creep child. You are a disgrace. But we'll get to you, Megan. This video is all about Dale. And why would Dale try and destroy Ron? Is it because of the shame and embarrassment I caused you? Do you remember the first time you made up lies about me, TakeDownMan? The absolute destruction that followed suit of your reputation? I do. Let's remind everybody with a video from 2019, which is the second response to the lies you made up about me, which is that anybody can see would be your motive to fuel my downfall. Let's take a look at it, Dale, and then we'll get on to the part where you were being sexual with a child.
What is up, Trouble Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news!
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy TakeDownMan coming back at you with another episode. An episode personally that I just really did not feel like doing, but I felt like it needed to be addressed before everybody got all mad and upset. Like, oh, you're just attacking somebody because apparently I'm clout chasing.
How we doing, guys and girls? We're back again with part 2 in the TakeDownMan drama saga. So, TakeDownMan, as you all know, I put a video up yesterday where he was accusing me of trying to distribute child content. Obviously that's a load of nonsense. We went over that yesterday. If you didn't see that video, there might be a thing, like a thing in the corner. Try and click on that. If not, I'll put a link in the description. But basically, there's a couple of points left from yesterday's video that I never covered that are still being fixated on in TakeDownMan's recent video. So just to completely chop this whole situation down to a disgusting nubbin, let's just dive into the last few points that are remaining. There's one thing I would like to point out though, just because I do like to laugh at myself. The irony of my last video where I'm ranting about journalism and what makes good journalism, and I managed to spell journalism wrong in the video. Nailed it. But it gets worse. At the end of the video where I showed my tweet to Jeffree Star, the first time I ever spell anything correct, which is the word Jeffrey, just so happened to be spelt wrong because Jeffrey spells his name differently. My grammar saga continues. But before I start ranting any more nonsense, let's just get stuck into the second part of this. Let's go.
Now she wanna call me asking favors. Still I'm on the hunt for different flavors. While my mind is here deciding right or wrong. Did I mess up all along? As I scroll up looking through my older pictures, bitches buzzing up the.
There's a channel called Surviving Life, and he responded to, well, something I put up on my Facebook. And he honestly thinks though it was about me clout chasing him, that like I was jealous that like he was coming up in the game or whatever on YouTube, and I'm just doing this to like get views and start a war. You know what, dude, that wasn't the problem at all. And the reason why I didn't address you is because honestly, Like, I didn't want to just be like, hey dog, why are you making child porn accounts?
Why wouldn't you be addressing me and saying, hey buddy, why are you making child porn accounts? I mean, that's what you do. You're the deep web outlaw. Surely that makes sense. Call the people out. That's what I do.
Like, seriously, you go to these websites, dude, and like for that like 2 seconds before it blurred out, it actually had your account on there, dude. It had your username. You had a username. I don't care what you say it was for.
Okay, so we're going to get the serious stuff out of the way. We're going to address the accounts, the accounts on these distribution and chat room sites that I supposedly have. So we're going to dive into the deep web right now. I'm going to show you these sites, and I'm going to show you multiple different versions of what is called a template, which is like if you were to start your own chat room, you just grab a template and change, what your chat room is about. It's very simple. It's a common practice throughout the internet. I'm going to show you a few sites that use this same framework and how creating an account on them it's not exactly like you would think. It's not like creating an account on Facebook or anything like that. It's a pointless process. But you'll see in this clip how I justify all this. So let's have a look right now. Alright, so here we are. I think this is the site that was in question. The only reason I say I think it was the site in question is I'm pretty sure there was a girl land and a boy land, and they both look the same. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. Okay, so on this site, what you need to do, there's nothing clickable here. Like all these links, everything down here. The only thing that you can do is click on these language things down here. So there's nothing clickable. You can't gain access to the site to report on it or do anything like that until you create an account. Now, I'm happy to create an account in order to report stuff. I mean, I don't really understand how that is unlogical. If you're reporting on something, you need to gain access to it. There's nowhere on this site you can see that says you have to upload anything. So, dumbassery at play. So let's put our nickname in. Let's put our nickname in as alright, and our password can be whatever, and then it's PNJZU. Enter chat. How does this not make sense to people? Like, are you actually telling me that you don't understand the necessity to gain access to a site in order to expose the content? Hi, Ron from the future here. So, any of you who've been paying attention to the last clip, you'll have seen that I've slightly changed my editing process. So, if you look at this clip, you can see the box that I'm in. Do you see how there's a slight black trim down the edges? Well, what I've done is rather than trying to blur around myself, what I'm doing is I'm doubling up on the layers of the same video I'm using so that I cut myself out from one and then I blur the whole of the other video out, and this, I think, is going to cut back on any further issues happening. I just wanted to address this before the conspiracy theories start. Alright. It makes zero sense. I mean, I know a lot of people are terrified of the deep web, and a lot of people just use screenshots, things they've found on the internet. I like to actually do the journalistic investigation myself. I can't spell journalism, but I'll damn well have high journalistic things. Alright, so here we are. I just thought I'd explain to you guys how I go about doing all this. So what you're looking at here is like a wiki link site, except this one is basically targeting a key topic, and this is child erotic links and resources. So if you look at this section here that says chat rooms, this is where I get the majority of my links from, are from these sites that gather them up for me. It makes life very easy. And I'm going to show you a whole bunch of these sites. You can see all the names here, and you're going to see a common theme throughout them. So let's take a look. Okay, so here we are, Boys Land. Slightly different color tone. Again, you need to create what I'm just going to refer to now as a burner account. So you don't put your email in, there's nothing like that. You're just creating a nickname and a password. I'm assuming for if you want to come back to the site, obviously, you can just add in your information again. But there's nothing clickable apart from the language here. So once again, very similar template, create a burner account. Girlland, we looked at this before. Create a burner account, nothing clickable. Another one, burner account, nothing is clickable apart from languages. Another one, burner account. Another one, burner account. Another one, burner account. Another one, burner account. And another one, burner account. Now, when I was talking earlier about framework and how you, if you were to set up a website on the internet, the deep web or whatever, you can buy templates that are already made framework and you can customize them and all the rest of it. And you can definitely see a framework similarity between the layouts of these sites. And I don't mean in a common trend where, you know, you might have cascading images behind stuff that makes a trendy website or anything like that. We're not referring to trends. We're just referring to basic out-the-box white label website systems. You know, they're everywhere, especially on the deep web. Throwing together something where these monsters can just exchange their information freely. They don't need anything fancy. They just want their vulgar content. So I wanted to showcase you this TakeDownMan because there was a few things that you said in your video that we're going to cover now. Okay? Alright, so the first thing I'd like to touch on is you said you emailed me.
And if you read my email that I wrote you back,
you never emailed me. I will make my email very open and public right here for you. Please copy and paste the email that you sent and send it to this email, please. Because I don't have an email from you, so I'm assuming you sent it to the wrong email and that you're not just saying this.
you know, that I told you, well, I'm going to take everything down. You know, no issues.
Major props to you for taking down all your posts, TakeDownMan. I really appreciate that. You questioned after I showed you my Police Scotland ticket from the last meeting I had with them.
You know what you're doing. And, you know, if you're working with the cops, then so be it.
I'm pretty sure that shows that I am quite happy to showcase everything to the police, the cyber crimes department and cyber crimes investigation team. I get why you questioned it all. It looks really bad, but you've got to understand, you should have been the responsible creator in this community and reached out to me, pointing out the mistakes I'd made in a video. That's all I'm saying, okay? I think it's fairly obvious that if you still question whether or not signing up to an account means you're exchanging information, you're not that thick. And I'm assuming your community's not that thick. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you think the police are going to listen to a bunch of people saying, oh, we're on the outside of a website, and you report it? Do you think that's going to get seen to very quickly? I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. And on a legal point of view, the outside of a website, is there any crimes being committed on the outside of the website? On any of the websites I just showed you there, show me where the crimes are being committed. You have to report a crime.
Literally had an account for child porn, for the child porn site. You know, it was one that you had claimed had over 70,000 members, and the only way that you could get on there was to post something. Well, if you have an account on there, then did you send them something to post? I mean,
just lazy journalism again, TakeDownMan. This is the second time. Do your own investigation. The 70,000 active site, pedophile site that I've referred to, is in 2 of my videos. Two of them, okay? 2. And you've not bothered watching any of them. Okay, so let's go back to the deep web and let's have a little look at the 2 different sites, okay? The one that apparently you think is the one with 70,000 members and refer to as a child porn website. It's a chat room, mate, okay? There's a difference between a site selling stuff and a chat room with a bunch of psychopaths in it exchanging what they have. Alright, you need to get your terminology correct here, right? So When you're saying publicly that I signed up to a site with 70,000 active members that required contributions for me to be there, you're once again lazy and slanderous. I am so bored of this already. Like, the drama was fun, but this is really getting boring. Okay, so we're going to look at the site that you have claimed has 70. Oh god. We're going to look at this site now that you've claimed is the one that has 70,000 active members. What are you talking about? Okay, this is Girlland. This is the. Okay, let's do this again. Right, let's do. And then DPXMX, enter. So this is what you're reporting is a forum with 70,000 active members on it that requires you to sign up and contribute to it in order to be there. Did you see me contribute anything? Nay, you never, because that's not the site I was reporting on. The site with 70,000 active members is the one we're going to look at right now. It's gone up by over 1,000 active members since the last time I was here. Okay? This is Cheese Pizza Lovers Club or something. I can't even remember what it's called. The images aren't on. You can see the images aren't on, right? See these little things here, buddy? That means the image doesn't load. And their logo up here is an image. Okay? So I surf the deep web with the images off. I'm going to show you all how to do this as well. This thing, you think this is some sort of wizardry, right? It's not. It's very simple. This site here is the one with the 70,000 active members. And it's growing. There's 1,000 more of them. Alright? There's 1,000 more of them, TakeDownMan. You said in your comment you'd seen every single site on the deep web. You said to me there was no point in me sending you this link because there's nothing that you could do. Because you've seen them all. You are clueless on this topic, aren't you? And there's nothing to be ashamed about. I get it. It's difficult to keep up with all of this. Alright? But do not ever question my integrity. Alright, so here we are. You can see the pictures, of videos, you can see the active member count. It's a reality. Now, when you go to sign up to this site, it brings you to here, okay? Username, email, password, contribution, math challenge, submit. I'm not a member of this site because I don't distribute this filth, okay? This site has to go though, alright? And when I figure out a way of bringing it down, you'll all know about it.
That's kind of, you know, where I was at with it. And that's why it pissed me off. And I didn't really feel like talking to you, to be honest. Also, you say that, you know, you have everything turned off. But, yeah, like people had actually witnessed you playing Daisy's Destruction on there or some shit.
People had witnessed me playing Daisy Destruction. Are you f***ing smoking something? What I was showcasing in that video with regards to Daisy's Destruction was a GIF that was playing on a gore site. Hi, Ron from the future again. Just to touch on something as I'm editing this back, the gore site where I found that GIF on the front of the site on its landing page, it wasn't a child porn site or a child distribution site. It was a straight up gore site. So that's why the images were on that site. It wasn't a site distributing child content. I'm a little bit more lenient with what I'll expose myself to on a gore site compared to obviously the child stuff. I've no interest in having images on or seeing that. So just to clear that up. But to accuse someone of playing that because somebody thought they seen it happen, wow. Just wow. But in your defense, the video that happened, and I'm pretty sure, is the one that I forgot to upload.
Like, did I see it personally? No, but I've had enough people write me that, dude, they're not all gonna have the same story about what you had on your shit. Okay? It's just that simple. And that's what it is, man. You know, did I watch the full video? No, I didn't, because it was gone by the time I was notified.
Yeah, so you didn't see it yourself. You'd seen a little clip, which would have been a blurred out GIF, I would imagine, because there's no footage. I've never seen footage or found footage, and I'm certainly not downloading what people claim is it to find out for myself. But yeah, I think that's a fair point to pull me up on. If you were sent a GIF, a blurred out GIF of one of the the overlaid image sets from Daisy's Destruction, and you couldn't necessarily prove or disprove it yourself, you know, fair dues, call me out on it. But like I say, it's not the case.
It's just a lot of people on here just don't really think before they speak, I guess. I don't know. And maybe I didn't think before I spoke, and maybe I should have.
Alright, so I've just played that back. I sound really stressed out and narky in that last bit of video, but honestly, I'm just frustrated. You know, I'm sorry if I came across like that, but TakeDownMan, you said something in your video where you said you weren't a journalist, and I'm pulling you out, or calling you out for being a journalist, and you've never said you were a journalist. Let's have a listen.
Am I claiming to be a journalist? Hell no. You can claim to be a journalist. I ain't trying to be no journalist.
Alright, I think we're just going to leave it there on the TakeDownMan response video. Thank you for taking down your posts and for making your video. As silly as it sounds, I really appreciate you responding to all of this. And I appreciate you doing the right thing. And I hope you can see from the evidence I've presented that all of this was clearly blown out of proportion and a misunderstanding. And I certainly have no hard feelings whatsoever towards you, TakeDownMan. In fact, I think we should possibly collab on some sort of serial killer diary series that you used to do. I think it could be an awesome collab. Sounds crazy, but I have zero hard feelings at all. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Also, the nails, man, look at those bad boys. Nice and clean. So yeah, I sort of waste everyone's time with these videos. I felt like in TakeDownMan's response, he left an open-ended bunch of things that I wanted to just sort of clear up. Let's just end it here now. Let's just go back to doing what we do. I'm going to go back to doing what I do. I've had to put some of my projects on hold, had to make a phone call to one of my survivors today just to let them know that things are going to be held up because I feel like I need to answer these questions. So I'm not going to be wasting any more time on this. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't think you've got anything else to throw at me. I think you realise, again, this was all a misunderstanding, and I, again, want to reiterate, I have no hard feelings. Thank you to all of my community, okay? Discord, YouTube, Instagram. Not one of you questioned my integrity. Every single one of you that commented, DM'd, emailed, messaged me on Discord with all of your support was overwhelming, and it was very touching. And this is why I'm doing these videos, so that you guys understand how important it is that the public and you and everyone knows that I would never misrepresent any of you, and your continued support means so much to me. I can't really express it, and I think a lot of you who talk to me on Instagram and who DM me on there and we've been chatting, I think you can kind of see, like, I'm really about the community, and I genuinely love all of you. But if you guys want to help me on a social media mission, okay, a positive one, please help me get sponsorship from Jeffree Star for this stupid idea that I drunkenly came up with on Discord at 50,000 subscribers to do a Jeffree Star makeup transformation, because, you know, so relevant to my channel, of course. But hey, making a fool of yourself on YouTube to give thanks to those who follow you is the foundation of YouTube.
Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
I just want to end with a snippet out of KSI's most recent song. And I know this sounds really cheesy, but yesterday I closed the video with a story about a UFC fighter, right? And I just want to play this clip as my outro, because I believe Randolph, when he sings his verses in this, I swear this is how I feel about everything that's happened on YouTube, my channel growth, all the rest of it, and I think he sums it up. So I'm going to have my Jerry Springer outro moment said by Randolph. For me, Ron Swanson, honestly, all of my supporters in my community, thank you. Thank you for your support. Listen to Randolph in this clip and be safe out there.
Eyes on my surroundings, enemies worth money, but families worth diamonds. Friends come and go when it rains, when it snows, but the loyal ones stay through the pain, through the cold. Humble beginnings and now I'm making strides. Ain't nothing changed but the rhythm and the rhymes. Through the dice, yeah, now I'm living life, yeah. I'm on the road and I got all of the lights, yeah. But still I ain't got it all, I'm still searching, yeah. Shrunk the circle but they still lurking. Fuck it, tonight we raising the glass high. Everybody eating cause that's how we live the best life. But I see the fakes and the real, I see the jealousy build, yeah. I see the way that you feel, I see them eyeing my deal, yeah, yeah. They mistake that I'm blind, get yours or get mine, cause I ain't playing with that time. That's why I'm, hey.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna hurt, man. Nah, I don't wanna hurt. Champagne popping how I wanna let it rain, and they know that I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna hurt, man. Nah, I don't wanna hurt. Champagne popping, still I watch.
For TakeDownMan, this was very embarrassing. I was a huge fan of TakeDownMan. In fact, he's the reason why I ventured onto the dark web. When all of this happened, and he turned on me, expressing the fact that he never even done his own research and was spoon-fed, is embarrassing. I hope you've changed your ways, TakeDownMan, because your journalistic practices are flimsy at best. Now, Dale, let's show everybody your true colors. You can make up your little songs, you can make your little videos, but let's hear testimony from one of your admin team, and then let's look at the DMs between you and a minor. And as a little bonus extra, I'll throw in one of your friends who also groomed the same young girl. I hope you pay attention.
Well, it all started when his main channel got taken down.
Now, his main channel got taken down, right? It was removed by YouTube. It wasn't a voluntary takedown, right? Okay.
No, it was removed by YouTube.
Okay. How he got that back
that time,
how he got that back, I have no idea. I've never heard of a channel coming down. Do you know what it might have been? It might have been the time period in which his channel was taken down, if I'm being honest. It might have been different terms and conditions back then.
He told me the channel's been taken down 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And he's got it back. Apparently he has a connection at YouTube.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course he does, yeah.
I can't validate everything, obviously, because I don't know. I am just someone that was a fan, and we started talking. I'm a nobody, you know?
No, you're definitely not.
I had a little channel that I used to do song covers on, but it was nothing, really.
Okay.
But I'd made friends with him, and even still to this day, today, we haven't fallen out. I'm just like, I'm removing myself from this situation because this is bullshit.
Okay.
I've deleted my channel and I'm no longer in contact with him.
Okay.
And
is this over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, there was a whole load of drama after his channel got took down. He was having drama with a couple of smaller YouTube channels.
Okay.
One called Shoot the Shit and another one called Miss Fucking Wonderful.
Okay.
And at that point, they were going pretty hard at him, and they got the police involved several times, and they were accusing him of all this stuff to do with kids.
Yeah, I tend to ignore stuff that isn't concrete. That's why in my videos to him, I never called him out on anything. Do you know what I mean? I might have mentioned the ketchup bottle and the wormholes, but...
He then made a new channel.
Yes.
That I can't remember what he called it originally, but in the end he did. It was like a drama channel.
Okay.
And in the end, he called it The Real Nigger News. Which
Oh
is
my
what
God!
He had a few, like, other smaller YouTubers. He used to bring them on and let them, like, talk their differences out or argue or whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah, it was. I guess
Sometimes
it's like a Drama Alert clone, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes he would just chill and play music, and he would bring some of us up there.
Okay.
I've been on there, like, a few times myself.
Yeah.
The Stoner was one of the girls that first went up on there with him.
Is younger, right?
At that time, was 17.
Okay, so we're in the realms of naughty boy fucking tactics here.
But she would always be on the live stream in a... I'm not fat shaming because I'm a fat fuck myself. She was a bigger girl. She had big titties.
Okay.
Not gonna lie,
That's
it was... You couldn't avoid it. And she would come on to the live stream and she would always be in a sports bra.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
That was her thing. On her own channel, she did it. I had her on my channel once.
And
she
was
did
it a high neck sport bra or was it a cleavage sports bra?
Oh, it was a cleavage.
It was a
sports bra.
cleavage one. Okay, so it was view candy basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was friends with her on Facebook. I felt bad for her. She'd had a hard life. You know, she was struggling with depression and all different things, which I'd gone through myself. So I thought, you know, I'm going to speak to her and I'm going to give her someone she can talk to. Because she cut herself off from the rest of the world quite a bit.
Okay. So basically, easy prey is what you're saying.
Yeah.
The key.
Yeah, she was vulnerable.
Very
she was vulnerable.
Yeah.
He had said on live streams several times that he had spoke to her parents in a Hangouts call, because it was all done with Hangouts then.
Yeah.
About her being on his live streams, and that they had said they were fine with it, and it was like being a positive thing for her. She was getting more confidence and starting to feel better because her mum was sick. She cared for her mum. I, at the time, apparently, when all the shit hit the fan, was in Scotland.
Okay.
My ex is Scottish. We go up there with the kids to visit his family quite a lot.
Yeah.
TakeDownMan started doing his live streams at a time which would have been like stupid o'clock in the morning for me, so I started missing a lot.
Yeah.
And all this drama and all this shit went down, and at some point messaged me on Facebook and she said to me that I have all the screenshots, but the rough idea of it is that basically he's been perving on her and he's been doing this and saying that and calling her in private calls, asking her to do things. And at that point, I was like, what the fuck?
People on YouTube seem to get a bit popular, and young fans are DMing them and interacting with them, and they seem to think it's appropriate to just feed into these young girls' starstruckness, if that makes sense. It's just so fucked up.
And I had mentioned to her at that point that, like, I wasn't scared of him. You know, we'd been talking for a long while. When we first started talking, he was a bit flirty and all this shit, but, you know, I'm 29.
There are some creepy bastards out there, and I'm assuming, you know, he's a bit sleazy. He sounds like he's a bit of a sleazeball, like a proper sleazeball.
He's got a lot of... I'm not one of those that's like, oh, that's disgusting. He's got a lot of, like, fetishes and all that sort of weird shit, but... Yeah, so I said to her at that point that, like, you know, I wasn't scared of him. She knew I wasn't scared of him, and I said, well, I kind of feel like I should confront him about this. So I sent him a message, and he called me, and I said to him, like, saying this. What the fuck is going on? The other person that was involved with it was a guy called Crimson Fantasy. He has a YouTube channel, he does games, he does like some music covers, and he's been friends with TakeDownMan a long time as well. And it was me, him, and TakeDownMan that spent most of the time talking, and after all that shit blew over, we still like stayed in contact occasionally. He knew about stuff, but also it's herself wasn't like, she was very flirty, you know? She didn't help the situation. There was several times she thought that this Crimson guy was quite attractive, and she used to say to him, like, oh, when I turn 18, you better watch out, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing she also sent me.
That's the sort of shit that young girls say, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's...
It is.
It's just that you just have to fucking ignore that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm really pleased that you contacted me, and I hope you feel a little bit better. And if you've got any more worries, just give me.
I do feel much better.
Give me a call back. But what I'll do is I'll probably give you a call in a couple of days, just to retouch base with you, have a coffee, chat some nonsense, and I'll let you know if I've contacted anybody else. So don't panic if the wicker starts ringing, right? And you're like, oh my god! Don't let the anxiety kick in. It's just me. It's just me. And how about this?
I feel totally comfortable with you, honestly.
Yeah, well, how about this?
The reason I was so worked up before is like, oh my god, please don't make me out to be a fucking pedophile.
No. No, absolutely not. That word is very dangerous. You go and enjoy the rest of your day. If you've got those, please send them over. I'll have a read of them, and I'll give you a call in a couple of days. I'm going to go and try and touch base with these 4 accounts you've given me. And yeah, it's been a real pleasure talking to you. And like I say, I'm here anytime if you want to chat shit, or you find something or anything like that. It's not a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, listen, you take care and have a good day, and I'll speak to you in a day or two, all right?
Alright, take it easy.
You too. Take care.
There's a lot of opinions floating around these days, and I got my own. You know, they may not be publicly acceptable, they may get me canceled, but it's my goddamn American right to speak them. And if you got a problem with that, suck my dick. In a world made for the weak, the meek, the beta males and the sheep, too soft for debate. If they don't agree, then they just block and try to censor whatever you speak. Only like minds on the timeline that they see. They anti this and anti that. So close-minded, really, they just anti-facts. And you can show them the proof, but if it doesn't all align with their views that they've been programmed with from the news, then they don't want to hear it, or even fucking be near it. See, the truth is too much for their spirit, that's why they fear it. They try to tell me no, but fuck it, I'ma say it anyway. I've been waiting for the government to kill me any day. What the fuck, I'm not important enough? Must I talk about the vax, how they poisoning us? Or the Vatican and all the little boys that they touch? I'm not scared, shit, it's not like I'm avoiding this stuff. Yeah, the First Amendment still lives on through me and certain other motherfuckers who ain't on TV. We the last dinosaurs alive in AD. When we're gone, then you'll really know that freedom ain't free. But if everybody got to showing some balls, these agendas they've been pushing will be slow to a crawl. But y'all so fucking soft, obeying and going along, sitting there triggered over a song. I know the type, got a Black Lives Matter sign on the front porch, never had a black person in the house. Yeah, it's time to call them out. Virtue signal motherfuckers ain't about shit, they just running at the mouth with these pre-programmed points of view and these ludicrous facts. Asian hate, stop acting like you knew about that. If you need a safe space, there's some room in the back with fresh vaginal wipes you could use while I rap. Pussy, yeah, it helps them all sleep at night, knowing they signed a petition for equal rights for transgenders, talking like it's their fight, when in reality they never met one in their life. They don't donate or actually do nothing about it. They just sit there sipping Mountain Dew on their couches while they clapping for each other and circle jerking themselves. Applaud the loss of freedom and cancel those who rebel. And I'm the bad guy cause I'm white and not gay, which means that I'm a bigot and discredits what I say. But I'd rather have some toxic masculinity than have an inner bitch in me, bitch, so suck a dick of 3. See, the algorithm's keeping you lost, and now you're caught in an echo chamber of your own thoughts. Let me talk while I can and speak to all my supporters before there's lawyers, threats, and gag orders. Cause nowadays that's the American way, with this false administration that has led us astray. They want the country to heal, but they don't spell with an A. What they mean is to obey and do whatever they say, but we tired of that. So when I'm here to rap, I got a duty to the people people to bring light to the facts. Never see a day I'm taking it back. If I gave a shit, then I'd use a mask for wiping my ass. And when it comes to the shot, I don't care if you got it. Why you care if I didn't? I'm not understanding the logic. Shit, it's such a hot topic, you can get them in malls. I just got my 8th booster, fucking round of applause. People scared to say it, so they just say nothing instead. So let me make myself clear so they don't twist what I said. Hell yeah, I'll get the shot with a gun to my head after they pull the trigger and they vaccinate me dead. Raw thoughts.
And I ain't no Democrat, I ain't no fucking Republican either.
These motherfucking raw thoughts.
I'm a free-thinking citizen of the United States of America, god damn it.
Raw thoughts.
And I've been seeing where this world's going, where this country's going, it makes me sick.
These motherfucking raw thoughts.
Fuck the New World Order. Take that vaccine and shove it up your ass.
Raw thought. Oh, y'all thought I was done? Hell no. This is Raw Thoughts. You know how we do. Line these motherfuckers up. It's time to get to work. Where should I start? Joe Biden, I guess. Old Yeller. Shit, I'm honestly surprised he hasn't died on us yet. You ain't a president, dog. Shit, you don't have to pretend. Come on, Joe. We all know that you ain't actually win. Yeah, them puppet strings holding you up. Weekend at Bernie's. Dementia really slowing you up. Should we be worried? You're tripping upstairs, then you're sniffing on hair. Someone go and get this geriatric man a wheelchair. And then you got his son making lots of loot from the Ukraine and blew it on prostitutes. So I'll snort a line of crack rock off the protective case up on Hunter Biden's laptop. So I'm typing in caps lock like, hi Fauci, I seen that mail leak, dog. Better get a better antivirus called a Geek Squad. The king of backtracks. Last time I seen that many wrong numbers was me when I failed math class. And Jen Psaki, I'm getting sick of that lion twat fire crotch. Always trying to tell me they'll require shots. But if it's shots that they want, I'll let them have it. If they knocking on my door checking my vaccine status. Andrew Cuomo, grabbing asses like the old days. Still had time to kill more old people than old age. We all hate you, judge and defame you. I speak for all Italians, we don't claim you. Injected Rachel Maddow with a fatal strain of mad cow. Walked her up a massive flight of steps and kicked her back down. Seeing news come out, make me wanna smack the dick right out of Anderson Cooper's mouth. So ask your senator, pass me the AstraZeneca vax. Your relative's dad, go and jab your stepmother rapid. Testing your ass when you have a temperature. Shit, we going nuts, don't vax the messenger. Like Kamala Harris in Guantanamo barracks. She's incarcerated so many people, I think it merits leaving her there to rot. She deserving of it either way. Just be sure you don't forget to go and throw the key away. Now you can call me insane, but Ted Cruz is actually growing on me. Wait, let me explain. Shot-wise, he's been freedom of choice, while also fighting for the First Amendment, which I need for my voice to get out. So no matter how bad that I wanna hate, I give credit where it's due. I know it's a hot take, but before I'm off the subject, wait, you still ugly. Shit, Arya Stark won't even wear your face. I'll impregnate Melinda Gates. She said my dick was great. I said, shut up, bitch, get back in the kitchen, fill my dinner plate. Then I liquidated Bill's estate, blew their house up with them in them, let them incinerate. Gathered up their ashes and slipped them into some vaxes. The FDA approved it and shipped it off to the masses. Had some side effects, but they ain't worried about that shit. Long as I ain't tell no one and pay my taxes. Get your vaccine, shoot up like 15. And don't forget to go collect your free Krispy Kreme. Go and get tested for fun to get a swab high. Cause there's nothing quite like huffing ethanol oxide. And Zuckerberg will try to censor my words. Jack Dorsey shadow banning, this revenge of the nerds. New rules trying to regulate life as it was. More mandates than gay night at the club. So I'm sorry that I had to come and stop the show before we all need a motherfucking shot to go anywhere. So someone had to come and rock the boat and say shit that even Tom McDonald won't. And I'm just one guy with the balls to say what I see, even if I sound off for ways. All I know is that we're way too lost to save. At this point, I could write a raw thoughts a day. Shit, but these are my opinions, and I'm allowed to speak them. You wanna get the shot? Do you? It's called freedom. You don't, then you don't. Stop forcing vaccinating, cause to me, that's like pushing pork belly on a vegan. I mean it. Disagree with my views, that's all fine. I respect you for yours, respect me for mine. We don't gotta draw a line in the sand or nothing. Just respect a motherfucker that'll stand for something. So keep watching the news and keep trusting the numbers. I'll keep digging for truth and tell them what I discover as they cancel motherfuckers just for raising their hand. I'll pull my megaphone out and get to taking a stand. Raw thoughts.
After she'd sent me the messages about TakeDownMan, she then followed them up with messages. I don't know if you know him. I think he's changed his channel name now. He was Mr. Deep Web.
Oh, I remember Mr. Deep Web.
Yeah. Well, she then sent me screenshots of conversations she'd had with him.
Oh, God.
Where he had been, like, flirting with her, and she told him
Oh, my God. I'm in a community of fucking
was
weirdos.
almost...
All the fucking Deep Web people are fucking... It's just me and Mohinder that are normal. That's it. Everyone else is fucking crazy. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. And he ended up sending her pictures of himself. I don't know whether he sent her actual nude dick pics, but he had sent her definitely a picture of him with a boner, like, under his trousers.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Now she wanna call me asking favors. Still I'm on the hunt for different flavors. While my mind is here deciding right or wrong. Did I mess up all along? As I scroll up looking through my older pictures. Bitches bossing up the phone for me or just my riches. Now I get suspicious, all from being so ambitious. Now I see the circle vicious, searching for satisfaction, only getting a fraction of that feeling, and it's fucking up my intuition. Now they wanna steal, cause a nigga only loyal as the last meal. Got $500,000 stacking on my last deal, and they wonder why I'm paranoid. Cause they jump man, just to get that jump man. Damn, I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna hurt, man. Nah, I don't wanna hurt. Champagne popping how I wanna let it rain, and they know that I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna hurt, man. Nah, I don't wanna hurt. Champagne popping, still I want you, know you Judas motherfuckers. Damn, I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna hurt, man. Champagne popping, how I want it, man, and they know that I'm on alert. Else you went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna hurt, man. No, I don't wanna hurt. Champagne popping, so I want you, these motherfuckers.
I got eyes on my surroundings. Enemies worth money with families worth diamonds. Friends come and go when it rains, when it snows, but the loyal ones stay through the pain, through the cold. Humble beginnings and now I make it strides. Ain't nothing changed but the rhythm and the rhymes. Through the dice, yeah, now I'm living life, yeah. I'm on the road and I got all of the lights, yeah. But still I ain't got it all, I'm still searching, yeah. Shrunk the circle but they still lurking. Fuck it, tonight we raising the glass high. Everybody eating cause that's how we live the best life. But I see the fakes and the real, I see the jealousy build, yeah. I see the way that you feel, I see them eyeing my deal, yeah. They mistake that I'm blind, get yours or get mine. Cause I ain't playing with that time.